of you with young children may want to send them off to bed.
The parents who care if their kids watch The Simpsons were out long before the Treehouse of Horror episodes. In fact, they're probably cool with all the scary stuff. Blood, guts, and dismemberment is fine. It's the rebellious eat my shorts stuff that really made this show such a danger to young minds.
Instead, they've suggested the 1947 classic Glenn Ford movie, 200 Miles to Oregon.
Glenn Ford movies. Yes, even the ones that don't exist.
There's nothing wrong with your television set.
You could not possibly know if this is a true statement. Also, why are they just doing another Twilight Zone parody? They've done this before. They could at least parody something different, like Tales from the Dark Side, or maybe even The Outer Limits.
Hey, look! I can see my voice!
Jonathan's reaction to the beginning of every recording of Behind the Sins somehow makes its way into this episode. Front-facing child seats. In the front seat! I'm honestly not sure how any children survived the 90s.
Well, it's been 2 long trips, but we're finally almost there again.
When you locked the front door, did you remember to lock the back door?
You were there, Marge. This could have been addressed then, no? Homer's taking the brunt of this, but Marge's timing on the questions is straight up infuriating.
Oh no! We left Grandpa back at the gas station!
Again, considering he was squished in the back seat with you, how is this just now coming up? I traveled on vacations with my grandpa next to me. I'd have known he was missing just by the lack of casual farting. This is a terrible maze. It's basically 2 long straight paths directly to the center. This is less of a shrub maze and more of a shrub hallway. You know, you could just call the cable company and cancel the service. Scissoring Smithers is very unnecessary in this situation.
Mo, give me a beer!
But why is Mo a ghost at the hotel? Based on what we saw with the 3 trips they had to take at the beginning of the episode, this was not a short trip from Springfield. I could understand Mr. Burns owning property all over the country, but I see no reason why Mo would have been this far away from his bar. Blah, 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 alternate realities, this is a cartoon, and then blah, 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 you're still getting a cent. Considering Homer's lack of motivation and physical limitations, how did he manage to write this legibly all over the ceiling? And where did he even get the giant invisible ink Sharpie?
I was thinking along the lines of no TV and no beer make Homer something something.
Go crazy?
Don't mind if I do!
The first years of The Simpsons are possibly the best TV has ever been. Take your sins off, you crazy kids. Homer survives this. Or, at the very least, Homer survives this without breaking his neck or any part of his body. Marge is able to carry Homer for any distance.
Hi, David. I'm Grandpa.
Since they left Grandpa back at the gas station, who took him here? A cab? Because I'd say the chances of Grandpa calling a cab that would drive all the way out here are minuscule. And I super highly doubt that he would even remember the place that they were going. Is that a box of donuts? In dry storage? Not that Homer cares, but those donuts would be staler than a series of Fortnite dances. Yeah, Homer's gonna kill his family. I'm more interested in the mystery of the disappearing items from the table. In the previous shot, there was a carton of milk, a pitcher of juice, and the kids had drinks in front of them. Look, I'm not gonna point out every inconsistency with the original Shining, but I do feel the need to say the picture above the bed in The Shining was a bit different. All I'm asking for is a bit more authenticity. You know, because of my love for film.
All right, Looney, show me what you got!
There are many things in this episode that are hilarious, but nothing delights me more than the recurrence of Willie getting axed in each story.
Must kill family.
This is a large hotel with many rooms. Why would you choose to escape outside into the snow where you will almost assuredly freeze to death?
Television! Teacher! Mother! Secret lover.
Having sex with your television.
Come, family. Sit in the snow with Daddy.
But why? The hotel is right f***ing there.
Live from Broadway, it's the Tony Awards.
Then why is it so cold? Everyone knows the Tony Awards take place in June. Everyone knows this. Why is the toaster still electrocuting Homer when it's unplugged?
Correction, Homer. You're the second.
Mr. Peabody and Sherman references. And yes, I know they made a movie as recently as 2014, but that only means more sins.
But that was just one little insignificant mosquito. That can't change the future, right?
No, if I've studied my coocher correctly, it's only butterflies that matter. The more important question is why didn't they name this segment of the episode the Mosquito Toast? Guard dogs that can't catch Homer f***ing Simpson.
Mustn't crush, mustn't kill.
But if he goes back in time and doesn't change anything else, then Ned is still ruling the world. He actually wants to change something, right? Even if he has to wish and wish, he kills that fish.
Hey, there's a bug that looks like Dad.
I have so many questions about this future. If they're so huge, why are they sitting in such a small neighborhood? Did humans evolve to be giants and have no concept of scale and build houses they could never fit in? And did they just happen to rip the roof off of this one right now for reasons? What is even going on here?
Donut? What's a donut? That's It's raining again.
This show is another level. In 10 seconds, they crafted a punchline ending worthy of the best Twilight Zone episodes. See, Jordan? It's not that hard. During this montage of changes to the Simpsons house, why do all the other houses stay the same? This maniacal laughs on for all the some time. Coincidentally, it's the exact amount of some time needed to extend the episode to network length. What an amazing turn of events! If everyone eats with lizard tongues that reach their food from head to table in this reality, why are there forks and spoons? And won't they ask what happened to Homer's tongue? And where did this reality's Homer go?
Let's all turn our desks backwards before Mrs. Krabappel shows up.
How are you at all surprised, Bart? Even if your eyes were closed, which they weren't, how would you have not known you were the only one doing this? The dead giveaway would have been when no one else started turning their desks around.
Are you saying you killed Jimbo, processed his carcass, and served him for lunch?
Quickly capitulating to killing and cannibalizing kids.
Bart, does it strike you as odd that Uter disappeared and suddenly they're serving us this mysterious food called Uterbraten?
No, but I do find it odd that you're eating it when there's almost a full cake sitting right in front of you. I'd be going the distance on that thing instead. Extremely funny title, but how does this cookbook give instructions on how to cook Milhouse if Milhouse is still alive? Why would Edna need to know how to cook Milhouse if Lunch Lady Doris is preparing the meals? Why would a book company publish recipes that have only one use? Are there multiple Milhouses everywhere in the world? We have apron on Skinner. We have no apron on Skinner.
I believe I'll start as you've so often suggested by eating your shorts.
Is that supposed to be scary? Because that's good news, right? Here, take my shorts. While you're trying to get those down, I'll be putting some distance between us. If the runoff and floor are this bloody, how is the machine so clean? Do they clean it between uses? Because that seems like a huge job. I've got one of those normal size magic bullets, and I spent a good hour trying to get a random piece of strawberry out of there. Are they even trying for realism in this show? It was only a dream, cliche. Why does Inside Out Marge have blood vessels in her hair? Wait, does this mean her skull goes all the way up to the top of her hairdo? What would she look like without the hair? Well, now I really am going to have nightmares.
One chorus line of people.
Inside Out, the musical.
Aren't you gonna offer me whatever it is you taste like?
Hello, once again.
Hi, everybody!
We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical.
Mom, is Dad gonna kill us?
Your father's right.
What'll it be? I'm awfully glad you asked me that, Lloyd, because I just happen to have 2 20s and 2 10s right here in my wallet.
I was a little mad sometimes. We all go a little mad sometimes. Haven't you?
Hello. Hello there. Who's that big man there? Who's that?
Stop talking brain thinking, hush.
We have to go back, Kate.
Tastes like strawberries.
This is the inside story of Your Heart and Blood, Lubba Dubba. And here to tell you about it is the one and only Slim Goodbody.